techniques and just whatever kind of instructors want to work on. If you train in martial arts, one of the big keys to doing techniques, doing the physical side of it is footwork. And so our next instructor probably has the best footwork of anybody you see in training, and I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to turn it over to Rob Williams.
Okay, we're going to talk about fluidity of motion and having really sort of a smooth flow of things you do. Now, most of the people in here, like to see a lot of Bujinkan people, so we're going to do this with the basic ichimonji type movement. One of the things that you always want to keep in mind is that all the techniques in Hoshin and Ninpo are based on the Godai attitudes. So there's a movement dynamic, there's a breathing technique, if you will, that sort of goes along with this kind of movements. So actually, Chris Robinson, can I borrow you? Okay, so we're going to start this out with just this basic motion. And I see a lot of times that people will sort of learn these techniques in like a 1, 2, 3 kind of snapshot kind of a deal. So, they teach you the first little setup, so like the guy's punching. And we move into this ichimonji position, and this is sort of the first part, getting this movement down. Then they start teaching the basic follow-up, so we'll start again. So we start here, and then they start teaching this kind of fun stuff. And getting those flows, and again, when we're punching. And if you're going down the side, doing this kind of a movement. Now, that's a great way to practice. Even the distancing that we're using here is a practicing distance. Okay, it's in close. It's this is kind of how you get the feel for this. Now, can anybody tell me what this is from the ninjas? Anybody tell me what the breathing style of the water attitude is? What's the dynamic, the breathing dynamic? Anybody? Okay, ninjas can answer too.
Slow in, fast out.
Right. Right. That's the elemental breathing dynamic. So, a lot of people get the movement down, but they never get the breathing. And because we're Hoshin people, we're talking about moving energy. This is the way to move this type of energy with this watery kind of attitude. And the attitude of water is anybody? Defensive, right? It's not aggressive. It's not stable. There's fear involved here. So we're using this science to get a safe distance to kind of reassess what's going on. We might be dealing with one person, but we don't know how many friends he might have. If we're in a bar or something, you don't know how somebody throws a punch, you have no idea how many of his buddies are going to jump up and decide to get in on the fun. So again, the breathing is he's punching, slow inhale. Again, if you want to talk about the esoteric aspect of this, the slow inhale is allowing you to draw a lot of energy from this person. The quick exhale gives you the return. So you have that sort of the physics of energy. He's attacking me. Most attackers are usually fully yang energy. So I'm getting a bunch of yang here. I'm adding it to what I'm doing, and I'm sending it back into him with my short, fast exhale. So the way that's going to look. So you're just moving it back into him with a quick exhale, and you're just pushing everything back out. Now, again, we're doing this kind of from a training distance, so the practice way of doing this, okay, guys punching, will be about like that, okay? Now, back up a little bit. When you guys do practice things at more of a Shinken, a truer combat level, the distancing is completely different. You want more room. If you're dumb enough to let somebody get this close to you and they're raging mad and they want to fight, you're definitely doing something stupid. So, normally I'd say about here. He's going to really come in and get something. Okay, it's more of what you're going to want. It's more of, again, we're moving with his dynamic. So as much energy as he's given me, it's kind of like you take energy from something, you add it to your own and give it back. It's always going to be twice as powerful as whatever they were giving you. It's again, physics are one of those cool scientific explanations. So again, with the movement, because it's a water movement, you know, you don't freeze when you practice this stuff and then go to your next, you know, variation. You gotta keep that fluid motion. Think of a wave. You're drawing the energy up, you're crashing the wave back down. So, you know, remember water, when you pour water onto the floor, it doesn't hit the floor, stop, spread a little bit, stop some more, spread a little, stop some more. You know, water just keeps going until it's filled all the gaps. So practice this. Let's kind of show the practice way of doing this again. You know, if you want to think about your breathing, and of course the basic kamae. So he's punching, I'm inhaling, inhale, rock forward, exhale. Okay, that's sort of the physical technique. Now you start working on the body dynamic of that. So keeping it all in motion, and everything's drawn up this way, and everything's moving back at him. All the energy's coming back at him. Then what you do, you get that flow, get your breathing right, and you start speeding this up. Now, what I want to do is I want everybody to grab a partner, and we're going to pair up. We're just going to start with this basic little motion. If you know, the guys that I see some ninjas floating around here, if you guys can please pair up with somebody who is like a lesser rank than you, or because you guys are more like coaches, because you guys know this technique. So everybody grab a partner. We're going to play this basic flow of motion flow.
Where do you say?
Down in Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. And who do you study under?
Lots of different people.
Okay.
Mostly with Jay Leslie.
Jay Leslie.
He's the